Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. My name is Dea Penia Dordia Josanisia, and now I'll present you about my language assessment project. Part 1, I choose C-test topic. What is C-test? A C-test is a type of language test consisting of several short, authentic texts, usually 4 to 6. The second half of every second word, beginning with the second sentence, is removed from each text. The text needs to be grammatically sound and meaningful once more. Therefore, test participants must fill in the missing pieces of the words. In other words, the C-test is built on the idea that people can still understand a message even when part of it is missing. This concept is called the reduced redundancy principle. It shows how much someone truly understands and can use the language, not just memorize vocabulary or grammar rules. There I have simple sentence. I to the market and bought some fruits. And we can see the complete version is I went to the market and bought some fruits. This shows how the test taker must understand both meaning and structure to complete the sentence correctly. Structure and basic rules of the C-test. Before we look at the rules, it's important to know that the structure of a C-test must be carefully balanced. If it's too simple or too strange, it won't really show a student's real ability. So every rule here helps keep the test fair and natural. The first is each text contains around 80 until 150 words. The first and last sentences remain untouched to keep the context clear. Third, starting from the second sentence, every second word is shortened by removing the right half of the word. Round it up if the word has an odd number of letters. Fourth, very short words, 3 letters or fewer, numbers or proper names are usually kept complete. And the last, the text should be authentic and meaningful, not artificially created, so that the missing parts make sense in context. This is why every deletion needs to make sense grammatically and contextually. So we're really measuring language competence, not guessing skills. Purpose of the C-test. The goal of the C-test is to measure a person's overall language proficiency, which refers to their capacity to utilize the language as a whole. The C-test assesses a variety of linguistic components simultaneously, unlike tests that assess only one ability, such as grammar quizzes or reading comprehension questions. The C-test doesn't just check what words students know. It checks how they use the knowledge in real context. It combines understanding, prediction, and grammatical awareness, at the same time, just like in real-life communication. Okay, and there is explanation about the purpose of the C-test. You can see start from grammar until reading comprehension. Okay, next. Okay, the next is difference between C-test and cloze test. Many people confuse the C-test with the cloze test, but they are actually quite different. The cloze test evaluates reading comprehension and contextual prediction by deleting whole words at predetermined intervals, such as every fifth word. Conversely, the C-test assesses both meaning and form, including grammar, spelling, and morphology, by merely removing the second half of every other word. The C-test provides a more objective and consistent scoring method, whereas the cloze test might be subjective because there are many potential solutions. In general, the C-test was created to address the cloze test's shortcomings and provide a more accurate and effective assessment of overall language competency. So basically, the C-test is more consistent because the rule for deleting words is mechanical. It's not up to the teacher's choice, so the results are more reliable. Okay, the next is advantage of the C-test. We can see start from efficient, objective, comprehensive, reliable, valid, and the last practical. Another great point is that this test saves time, both for teachers and students. It's short, objective, and still gives a very accurate picture of someone's real ability in the language. It's also easy to adapt for different proficiency levels. Okay, there is limitations of the C-test. Of course, no test is perfect. The C-test also has some weaknesses that we need to be aware of. Despite its strength, the C-test has a few limitations. Okay, the first, the missing word parts cause some students to perceive the text as disjointed or unnatural. The second, the test may become too easy or too hard if it is not properly designed. Third, it doesn't assess particular language ability like writing, speaking, or listening. Fourth, without a solid vocabulary foundation, beginners might have trouble guessing the missing forms. And for a true evaluation of language proficiency, the C-test is therefore best utilized in conjunction with other tests. Okay, so the conclusion in this part 1 is the C-test is a practical and efficient way to measure overall language proficiency. By deleting the second half of every second word in a text, it evaluates a learner's ability to use grammar, vocabulary, morphology, and reading comprehension together in context. Compared to the cloze test, the C-test offers more objective scoring and reliable results since each blank usually has only one correct answer. Although it may seem unfamiliar or challenging for some learners, it remains a valid and comprehensive tool for assessing general language ability. So the C-test gives a quick but comprehensive look at someone's language ability. It doesn't replace other tests, but it's one of the most efficient tools to measure general proficiency. Okay, and now we move to part 2, C-test case study. We can see C-test not just about grammar only or vocabulary only, but C-tests have many impact to measure students' ability. You can see we have C-test, yeah, C-test reading comprehension, C-test grammar, and C-test vocabulary. For the case study, I designed 3 short C-tests with different focuses. The first one is for reading comprehension. Yeah, we can see the example of text with gaps, and below is complete text with the answer in bold. The original text is 100 words. For the gaps is 25, and language skill, focus, reading comprehension, and general vocabulary. I chose the topic of social media because it's familiar to students. This way, they can focus on understanding the text rather than struggling with difficult vocabulary. Okay, the second one we have C-test grammar, and yeah, this is the example of the text, and this is the complete text with the answer. The original text is 98 words, with gaps is 25, and language skill, focus, grammar, and sentence structure comprehension. The topic of music helps test grammatical understanding in a natural way. It contains verb, adjectives, and connectors that students often use in daily situations. Perfect for observing how they build sentence logically. Next, we have C-test vocabulary. We can see the text about campus environment. Yeah, this is the answer. The original text length is 95 words, with the gap is 25 also, and language skill, focus, vocabulary, and environment related expressions. The topic of the campus environment encourages students to think about real-life situations in school. It's simple but meaningful, and it helps evaluate their ability to use everyday academic vocabulary. Yeah, and here I make scoring guide. Start from aspect, description, and score rules. If correct restoration, the students successfully complete the words correctly according to the original text. So they have 1 point per word. The partial correct if students write words with almost correct forms, for example, minor misspelling or plural forms, they have half a point. And if the word is incomplete or completely wrong, they have no point or 0 point. Again, I have final grade calculation formula. Yeah, we can see total item, total correct answer, so times by 100. For example of calculation, total number of gaps in one text, for example 25, based on my example text before, the correct answer is 18 and half correct answers 5. Yeah, calculate half times 5 for additional points. So we have that number, and the result is 82. Yeah, so the student's final score is 82 or intermediate. Yeah, we can see the criteria for language proficiency. This is the score range. Yeah, from beginner until upper intermediate, and this is the description of the level. Okay, we move to the next slide. Okay, and the last for this presentation, why I choose social media, music, and the campus environment topics for my text in CTES reading comprehension, grammar, and vocabulary. I chose these 3 topics because they are interesting and familiar for intermediate learners. The more relatable the content, the more accurate the test result will be, since students can use real-world knowledge to fill in the blank. Let's now see how the C-test compares to other popular types of language tests. In comparison to other assessments, the C-test is more comprehensive and practical. The C-test assesses a variety of abilities at once, in contrast to closed tests, which frequently concentrate on reading or vocabulary alone. It also minimizes guesswork better than multiple choice questions, and it is more objective than open-ended writing, which might be subject to bias scoring. Additionally, even though it accurately reflects student overall language skill, it is simple to give and score. So, compared to multiple choice or writing tests, the C-test provides a balance. It's quick, objective, and still measures deep understanding. This project helped me realize that language testing is just about finding mistakes. It's about designing meaningful tests that reveal what students can actually do with the language. The C-test taught me how assessment can also support learning. And yeah, so that is my presentation about my language assessment project. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Namo Buddhaya. Salam kebajikan.